Chief Minister Ibobi meets Prime Minister Modi and Home Minister Rajnath Singh apprises them of the apprehension of the people. Joint Committee on Inner Line Permit System submits 39-page memorandum to Chief Minister's office. Widespread protest marks the completion of first month of Robin Hood's debt. And eminent journalist Rajdev Sardesai says serious journalism is under serious threat. A very good evening and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime News. I'm Shalabdi Tourism with the top stories and latest news at this hour. Chief Minister Okram Ibobi today called on Prime Minister Narendra Modi at his residence at 7 Race Course Road and Union Home Minister Rajnath Singh at his residence at 17 Akbar Road in connection with Naga Peace Accord. Ibobi met Modi in the afternoon at 1:20 p.m. During the meeting, Modi told him that everything would be discussed with state governments concerned before finalization of the accord. Interlocutor of Naga Peace Talks, R.N. Ravi, was present during the meeting with Rajnath Singh at his residence at 17 Akbar Road this morning at 11:20. Ibobi demanded a copy of the Naga Peace Accord from the Home Minister. He told the minister that the people of Manipur are anxious to know the details of the accord and apprehensive about the territorial integrity of the state. Rajnath Singh told the Chief Minister that the accord was just a framework and it would not affect the territorial boundary of the neighboring states of Nagaland. He also said the government of India would invite state governments for discussion while working out the final shape of the accord. During the meetings, Ibobi placed before them the existing acts, namely Manipur Village Authority in Hill Areas Act 1956, Manipur Land Revenues and Land Reforms Act 1960, Manipur Hill Areas District Council Act 1971, and Manipur Legislative Committee Hill Areas Committee Order 1972 passed by the Parliament for administration of hill areas in Manipur, protection of customary laws, legislative protection to the interests of hill areas, and prevention of tribal land alienation. Janata Dal United Manipur welcomed the Naga Peace Accord but maintained that the party will not tolerate if it affects the territorial integrity of the state. Speaking to media persons at his office at Babupara today, JDU Manipur President Moirangthem Tombi said people of the state are suspicious about the accord as no detail has been revealed. He also said the Chief Minister should give the detail of the accord in written when he returns in Imphal.
Naga Singhi oiba problem solve tobsi Manipur miyamna amadi JDU na masida khoi yamna thamoi sengna khoi welcome tawjai masida Manipur gi integrity amadi interest sokpa karigumba masida yauramba tarabadi madudagi tholkadaba phafatagi daita punamak center da leba BJP amadi state sida leba BJP na pobham thoe Naga peace toki matang sida athoma tamda parliament si Sejda Hari Wapamasi, Janata Paribar Amadi, Leb Party Singda, Tamuna Widamta, Atomatam Dai Impal Thadoni.
JAC formed against the killing of Sapam Robin Hood today organized a rally of two-wheelers marking the first month of his death. The rally started from Lairiangbam and covered various parts of the capital city. Chairman of the JAC told Impact News that there is no change in the JAC's stand. Maintaining implementation of ILPS in the state is what the JAC wants. The chairman welcomed the proposed talk between JCLPS and the government. JAC of Robin Hood, JCLPS student wing, teachers and students of Anand Singh Higher Secondary Academy and people residing near the school today jointly observed the first month of Robin Hood's death. As part of the observance, a peace rally was taken out from the school till the house of Robin Hood at Laringbam Laikai. They offered flowers to the portrait of Robin Hood and offered condolences. Meanwhile, the students of 8 government higher secondary schools have demanded dismissal of police personnel involved in the killing of Sapam Robin Hood rather than just mere suspension. Marking the first month death observance of Robin Hood, students paid rich tribute to the martyr and observed 1 minute silence in front of Ananda Higher Secondary Academy today. The students also demanded dismissal of the district magistrate. They maintain that ILP agitation will continue until ILPS is implemented, and they will boycott schools till the body of Robin Hood is accepted. Representatives of Nongmaibung Women Development Mairapaibi Association and Eastern Student Club took part in the observance organized by students of 8 government higher secondary schools of Greater Imphal. Marking the first month of Robin Hood's death, a 2-minute silence was observed at Kurai Lamlong Bazaar by members of various clubs, students and locals exactly at 2:54 p.m. Mention may be made that he passed away exactly at this time last month. Later, they shouted slogans like "Implement ILPS" and "Save the indigenous people of Manipur." To mark the 1 month of Robin Hood's death, Kagempalli Nambul Mapal Women's Welfare Association staged a sit-in at Kagemba Kaitel, Mairapaibis of Kaisamthong, Maning Irong Pukri Mapal at Irom Pukri Mapal. Mairapaibis of Ghari Awang Laikai, Makha Laikai and Maning Laikai along with Shiv's Autotech Private Limited, Mahindra staged a sit-in in front of Shiv's Autotech Private Limited. Joint Committee on Inner Line Permit Systems submitted a 39-page memorandum to the Office of the Chief Minister this afternoon at 2 p.m. The memorandum consists of 3 parts and a conclusive remark. Part 1 lays out the reasons for submission of the memorandum on the need for introduction of the ILPS or a similar law in Manipur. Part 2 deals with the objective historical narrative of the pre-merger polity, its policies on outsiders, its laws of integration of outside incoming elements into the prevailing social structure, and its policies for regulation and control of migrant population, which can be considered in the preamble and background history in the framing of an alternative law in lieu of the Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulation 1873. Part 3 of the memorandum shall include the JCLPS justification of the compatibility with the Constitution of India and international law of the 5-point demand, namely 1. On issues of permit or pass, 2. On cut-off base year of non-indigenous persons, 3. On issues of non-alienation of land to non-indigenous persons, 4. On issues of expansion and smooth functioning of the Labour Department, and 5. On detection and deportation of non-indigenous persons. The memorandum was signed by Convener in charge Khondram Ratan and co-conveners B.K. Moirangcha, Khetri Mayum Somrendro, P. Arjun Tenhaiba, M.D. Kerodin Shah, Moijing Mayum and Haupo Kom. Relief Committee JNIMS will resume work with the intensification of the ILPS stir. Office of the Relief Committee will be opened near the JNIMS casualty to help the casualties in the agitation. People can contact the mobile number of the committee 9191730289 if they need help. The committee also appealed to the protesters to allow free passage of doctors, nurses, pharmacists and other staff of the hospital. Let's take a short commercial break. We'll be back in a short while. Keep watching Impact News. Welcome back. A major scuffle broke out between when the police tried to disperse ILP protesters at Uripok. The protesters took out a rally after staging a sit-in and headed towards BT flyover. Police personnel prevented the protesters from proceeding further, after which a major scuffle broke out between the police and the protesters, which lasted for about 3 hours. Later, the protesters blocked the Uripok road. Nongpok Laingak Apunba Nupi Lob Wangkai Mahobam Lampak staged a sit-in at Wangkai Mahobam Lampak Machin today. On the other hand, Apunba Nupi Lob of Wangkai Tokpam Laikai, Wangkai Koijam Laikai and Thangjam Laikai demonstrated at Wangkai Thangjam Laikai. Sit-ins demanding JCLPS in Manipur were held in various parts of the state today. Protesters demonstrated at Uripok, Sorbon, Thingel Machint, Uripok, Khuisnam Laikai, and Khagempali Panthak. Shop owners of Pauna Bazaar also staged sit-in in front of Usha Cinema. Protests were also held today to condemn the killing of Sapam Robin Hood and demand inner line permit system in the state. Men and women protesters held demonstration at Khurai Thaudam Laikai, Khurai Thangjam Laikai, Khurai Ohongai Laikai. Lining Thau Sanamahi Sanapung also held sit-in at Lamlong Thong. Nungsai Chiru Women's Society also staged a sit-in in support of the JCLPS movement at Nungsai Chiru Authority Court Hall today. Member of Nungsai Chiru Women's Society and Coalition Against Drugs and Alcohol CADA took part in the sit-in. The protesters observed 2-minute silence as a mark of respect to late Sapam Robin Hood. Shop owners of Pauna International Market also seized work and stay sit-in demanding implementation of ILPS in Manipur at Pauna International Market today. Shop owners of Raj Bhavan Road also staged sit-in in demanding a new bill for ILPS to save indigenous people. Maira Paibis of Uripok, Kabrabam Laikai, Sinam Laikai, Haurangbam Laikai and Bachaspati Laikai also staged sit-ins. They also shouted slogans demanding implementation of ILPS in Manipur and punishment to the police personnel who committed excesses on the agitators. They also took out a protest rally towards Rims Road and Nagamapal Pailaishram later. People wearing black bands staged a sit-in to mark the first month of Robin Hood's death. At Didim Road, Sega Road, Takelambam Laikai, the protesters covered their mouth with black band at a sit-in organized by Maira Paibi and Takelambam Laikai Youth Club. Students from various schools also took part in the sit-in. Women agitators also staged a sit-in at Thangal General Turning Point, Konung Mamang, Imphal East, demanding implementation of ILPS. While United Youth Club, Women's Social Welfare Association, Wangkai and Purairomba Kaithil Nupi Seva Committee, Konung Mamang held a protest. Another sit-in was staged at Kaisamthong Bazaar, organized by Yumjau Lairembi Maira Paibi of Kaisamthong, Hodam Lairak and Hodam Lairak Club, and another at the waiting shed of Kaisamthong Longjang Lairak by Maira Paibis of Longjam Lairak demanding ILPS. Supporting the demand for implementation of ILPS, a mass sit-in was staged from Kakwa to MU Gate under the initiative of Forum for Demand of Inner Line Permit System in Manipur, a conglomerate of 16 clubs of the area. Maira Paibis of Thongju Part 1 and 2, Seva Club Volunteers, Rising Sun Club, Waikom Kongnang, Maira Paibi, Kono Kongnang Kong, Maira Paibis of Naurem Laikai and Namairakpam Laikai also took part in the mass demonstration. A discussion on the present movement of ILPS agitation was also held. KCP Poirei Meitei Lob paid tribute to late Robin Hood, who died in police action on completion of 1 month of his death, and observed a 2-minute silence as a mark of respect to him. In a press release, the publicity secretary of the KCP Poirei Meitei Lob said, chairman of the outfit also urged the cadres to follow the footsteps of courageous Robin Hood to sacrifice for the nation. Socio-culture and sport organizations Sagolband Tera Pukhrambam Lairak and Silya Club Sagolband Indugam Lairak offered help to the family of Robin Hood today. The two organizations also extended help to JCLPS relief team. Uripok Sorbon Thingel Nupil Lub also extended help to the family of Robin Hood. Konthokjam Tombi from Lamboy Kongnang Khong Mitra Samas Lairak was injured during ILPS stir at Uripok Canteen crossing on the 5th of this month. He lost his hearing after he was hit by a rubber bullet. Let's take a short commercial break once again. Keep watching.
Mana nung tegi chari bamaru marang yaw bachinjak sing siyang. Masin hakchangi pangala mudi liver sohan batana. Pok nava acidity cha batum dabana chingba kya narak priya.
Imana pirak pahakchang ngakuk na bihidak lairicidi lipset namana basinga nungtiri party sanga chadrabadi sukya magya drabra adum na khang drama le masina puknaba thinbagi awaba thohanba yai.
Lipsam nungtigi chabana acidity chaba tumdaba khong haba yataba phali aduga chak chu lamal le.
Liver bu farabadi punsi su superhit oire.
Welcome back. You're watching Primetime News. Consulting editor of India Today Groups, Rajdeep Sardesai has said that serious journalism is under serious threat. Speaking on the second day of three-day media advocacy program for state journalists, Rajdeep said the quality of journalism has come down in the last 14 years due to conflict of interest. He further said if journalists want to do investigative journalism, they need to come out of comfort zone and need to ask hard questions. He, however, quipped that to do investigative journalism, time and money are needed. In the afternoon session, President of Indian Journalists Union S.K. Sinha and Executive Member of Indian Federation Journalists Sabina Inderjit spoke on media ethics, rights and responsibility and women journalism and gender discrimination in Media House. The event is hosted by All Manipur Working Journalists Union MJU under the sponsorship of Manipur Development Society MDS. Journalists, media students and teaching staff of Department of Mass Communication, Manipur University attended the program.
Investigative journalism today is suffering because investigative journalism requires you to start asking hard questions. Investigative journalism essentially requires you to go beyond the narrative which is given to you by the state or given to you by the government. Investigative journalism requires you to go against the popular narrative, and that is becoming increasingly difficult in the environment in which we live. Investigative journalism would take us out, has to take you out of your comfort zone. It has to take you to actually investigate who are those people on death row and what is the predicament of someone who today is on death row. Investigative journalism has to tell you the story of Yaqub Memon.
28th convocation of Indira Gandhi National Open University Regional Center Imphal was held today at Jinnah Hall of Asa Jinnah Complex, North AOC. Altogether, 105 students who have studied BDP, MA, MCom, BSc Nursing, Diploma and Certificate course were awarded their degrees at the convocation. Manipur State House Committee Chairperson and MOBC Parliamentary Secretary MD Amin Shah appealed to those who will be going on a pilgrimage to Mecca and Medina, Saudi Arabia to take part in the three-day orientation cum training program being organized by State House Committee. Speaking on the training program at Old Guwahati High Court Complex, MD Amin Shah requested the pilgrims to vaccinate themselves to prevent from any illness before going for the trip and inform the House Committee if there has been any prior illness. Those who want to go on a pilgrimage will have to make a draft of Rs 5,000 from next year. 326 pilgrims from Manipur will take part in the tour in 2015. MD Abdur Rahman Bogimayum of Irom Chaisaba Makhalekai, who is accused of shooting and attempting to snatch vehicle on August 5 at Mayang Imphal, Bengun today clarified that he is not involved in the incident and prayed to find the truth about the incident. Speaking to media yesterday at Hatta, Imphal East, Abdur Rahman said Amir Khan, who died on that day after people assaulted him, was a relative. He said the incident occurred when he, along with Amir Khan, went to Mayang Imphal, Bengun to talk to Maulana Basir Ahmed after his extramarital affair with Amir Khan's wife came to light. Abdur Rahman said he never tried to snatch any vehicle nor has any idea who fired the shot. He said he fell into a drain when Maulana Basir started assaulting them and ran back towards his home. Manipur Truck Owners Welfare Association, All Manipur Road Transport Drivers and Motor Workers Union and All Manipur Truck Owners Welfare Association accused the BRO of using secret agenda in repairing Barak Bridge along National Highway 37. Speaking to media persons, Manipur Truck Owners Welfare Association President H. Ranjit said, "It is very unfortunate that BRO is still unable to complete the repair of 25-feet stretch which became dysfunctional from the 26th of last month." He said about 400 trucks are stranded along the road and appealed to state government to look into the problem. Southeast Asia Cultural Organization SICO today celebrated its 5th Foundation Day at Lamyan Basanglen Palace compound. Attendees offered floral tributes to the portraits of 7th Maicho of Manipur. Traditional dancers were the highlights of the event. The organization was formed to protect and promote the indigenous art and culture of the state. JNIM's director in a press release informed that interview for recruitment of assistant professors in various departments of JNIMS will be held on August 11th from 9:30 a.m. onwards at A block. The interview for senior resident demonstrator tutor will be held on August 12th from 9:30 a.m. onwards at A block. The list of eligible candidates can be seen on the notice board of the administrative block. Now the sports news. 6th Imphal West District Shooting Competition organized by Imphal West District Rifle Association from August 3 to 7 at Kumalampak Sports Complex shooting range concluded. Prizes were distributed to winners of the competition at the function this morning. Boxer Samjit Sabam Sarjubala, who is representing India in the Asian Boxing Championship held at Wuhan, China, defeated her Thai opponent in the 48 category. She beat her opponent 2-0 to enter the quarters. She will face Tarlu Baveya of Kazakhstan in the quarters tomorrow. MD Sukur Khan, who bagged gold in the second Students' National Games 2015 kickboxing held from July 24 to 28 in Puducherry, was felicitated today. The event was hosted by Kairao Kendra Minority Muslim Development Organization. Many people from Kairao took part in the felicitation. BCCI Ground Management Committee member Ashish Baumik today visited Luang Popa Cricket Ground and Khuman Lampak Cricket Ground. He was accompanied by representatives of Manipur Cricket Association. Ashish Baumik told Impact News that BCCI wishes to develop the cricket grounds in Manipur. He said the BCCI will try to improve the condition of the cricket grounds in near future.
Actually, BCCI is very keen to develop the grounds of Manipur. That's why I have come here. I am from ground committee of BCCI. So I can tell you, BCCI is very keen to develop. Some you see the weeds are there. We have to remove this. The pitch is very good. I am very happy to see the pitch square is still intact. The grass is there. Actually.
Before we wrap up this bulletin, let's look at the headlines once again. Chief Minister Ibovi meets Prime Minister Modi and Home Minister Rajnath Singh apprises them of the apprehension of the people. Joint Committee on Inner Line Permit System submits 39-page memorandum to Chief Minister's office. Widespread protest marks the completion of first month of Robin Hood's debt. And eminent journalist Rajdeep Sardesai says serious journalism is under serious threat.